Details now in a Target 12 investigation. We've learned the head of the North Kingstown School Department was told about alleged inappropriate behavior by the then boys basketball coach as early as 2018.
The development comes after the superintendent previously told 12 News they took action on the allegations earlier this year. Target 12 investigator Tim White is here now with the exclusive details.
A document from 2018 and 3 people interviewed by Target 12 show Superintendent Philip Auger was approached about so-called naked fat tests being conducted by then coach Aaron Thomas 3 years ago, raising questions about what was done at the time. As Target 12 first reported, former North Kingstown boys basketball coach Aaron Thomas is under investigation by the Attorney General's office after some former student athletes came forward to say Thomas would ask them to completely undress to conduct fat tests using a caliper device. Multiple physical therapists tell Target 12 it is unnecessary to be naked for the tests. The exams would happen alone with Thomas in his office, according to 10 former student athletes, parents, and town officials interviewed by Target 12. In response to Target 12's report, North Kingstown Superintendent Philip Auger sent an email to parents saying he placed Thomas on leave in 2021 after an allegation was raised. But Target 12 has learned Auger was approached in 2018 about Thomas by a former student athlete. Thomas continued to work at the school. Then, when more students came forward this year with similar accusations about Thomas, Auger called the former student athlete back, who came to him in 2018 and left this voicemail obtained by Target 12.
It's still Auger, still working at the North Kingstown School Department, and I wanted to follow up with a question for you on the issues regarding Aaron Thomas. So if you have a moment, could you call me?
The North Kingstown School Committee voted to terminate Thomas in February, but Thomas opted to resign in June ahead of termination proceedings. He then landed a new job as a middle school social studies teacher at private Catholic school Monsignor Clark in South Kingstown. A spokesperson for the Providence Diocese, which oversees the school, says they placed Thomas on leave pending the outcome of an Attorney General's investigation. The spokesperson tells Target 12 they contacted North Kingstown about Thomas when hiring him, and they gave absolutely no indication or reason that he shouldn't be hired. Neither Superintendent Auger nor Aaron Thomas has responded to repeated requests for comment. Target 12 has also learned the Rhode Island Department of Education flagged Thomas's teacher certification this summer. New at 6, why the Monsignor Clark School was not aware of the warning. With the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, 12 News.
First at 6, new details in a Target 12 investigation. We've learned the private Catholic school that hired a former North Kingstown teacher under investigation for alleged inappropriate behavior has no access to a state system that flags teacher certifications when there is a potential issue with an educator.
As we reported at 5, the head of the North Kingstown School Department was told about allegations of naked fat tests by a boys basketball coach as early as 2018.
Target 12 investigator Tim White is here now with the exclusive details. Tim?
Mike and Shannon, the Rhode Island Department of Education tells Target 12 they put an alert on former North Kingstown basketball coach Aaron Thomas's teacher certification this summer. But we've learned the school who hired Thomas had no access to that database. Multiple former student athletes interviewed by Target 12 say former North Kingstown boys basketball coach Aaron Thomas would ask them to completely undress to conduct fat tests using a caliper device. The exams would happen alone with Thomas in his office. The North Kingstown School Committee voted to terminate Thomas, but he opted to resign in June. Months later, he was hired as a social studies teacher at private Catholic school Monsignor Clark in South Kingstown. Thomas has been placed on leave by the school pending the outcome of the Attorney General's investigation. A spokesperson for the Providence Diocese, which oversees the school, tells Target 12 they contacted North Kingstown about Thomas before hiring him, and they gave absolutely no indication or reason that he shouldn't be hired. A spokesperson for the Rhode Island Department of Education confirms North Kingstown School District contacted the state in early August. As a result, the department placed an internal flag on Thomas's teaching certificate, which indicates that there had been some past issue with the teacher, but Monsignor Clark does not have access to the state's internal teacher certification system. Target 12 has also learned a former student athlete approached North Kingstown Superintendent Philip Auger in 2018 about the allegations, but Thomas continued to work at the school. Then when more students came forward this year with similar accusations about Thomas, Auger called the former student athlete back, who came to him in 2018 and left this voicemail obtained by Target 12.
It's still Auger, still working at the North Kingstown School Department, and I wanted to follow up with a question for you on the issues regarding Aaron Thomas. So if you have a moment, could you call me?
Neither Aaron Thomas nor Superintendent Auger has returned our repeated requests for comment. Now, responding to our report, House Oversight Chairperson Patricia Serpa is calling for RIDE to share the teacher certification database with private and parochial schools so they too can see those alerts. With the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, 12 News.